Hi everybody and welcome to the latest in what I'm playing. And this week we're playing with the Pain Train. Everybody get aboard the Pain Train. Woo woo! Alright, so here's the Pain Train and here's the actual Pain Train. I love this card. The Panzerzug 61 BP42. It's like everything I like about this game. It's a giant tank. It has this crazy ability if it's in the front line. Its stats are ridiculous. It's just awesome. Everything about this card is hilarious and great, and it makes me happy when I can get it on the battlefield. So, I want to get that card on the battlefield. How do I do that? Well, everything in this deck is made to either pin the opponent, Monty and Blackout, put stuff back in their hand with AA Barrage and Naval Power, blow stuff up, Nebelwerfer and Sudden Strike, do double damage against tanks with our Stug, draw us cards with our Panzers, more just destruction stuff. And then one thing that we actually get a nice benefit of with all this is Enigma. If we keep putting cards back in the opponent's hand, then Enigma just gets crazy strong and can draw upwards of 4 or 5 cards by itself, which makes it one of the best draw orders in the game. You just got to set it up properly. Lightnings, Panzer IV F2s, and then our payoffs are all elites, yes, with Lancaster, Leopold, and the Pain Train. But, there's other things you can put in these slots that can be just as devastating. Bombers, Fury units, other tanks, maybe a Tiger if you have that, that can go in this spot. So that's the Pain Train, and it's incredibly fun to play. I know this deck is super annoying for our opponents because all we do is mess with their stuff, and then we just drop these huge bombs on them. Either literal bombs, the Pain Train, or Leopold, which is fires like shells the size of me. So let's just get to it. Let's play some games. All right. So our first opponent up here is Nesuno. We'll throw the Hipper back. Don't really need the Panzer yet, so I'll throw those back for now. Oh, okay, we get a couple Nebelwerfers. That's fine. We're a touch slow out of the gate, and if we're playing against something like tokens, we don't have just a big sweeper to just clean up all the tokens with, but we'll see. Could be lots of different things with a rifle regiment. All right, and a 16th rifles, so we're not afraid of a 16th rifles. Just put that back in their hand. Do my audio here a little bit. It's going to be a little bit of a bling. There you go. All right, pass turn back. So here, it's going to depend on what our opponent does here. All right, a Bloody Sickle's fine. If this rifles moves up, we might consider a Naval Power. Right here, we're just going to get an attack in and get this 321st out of the way. All right, 42nd rifles and a 500 whatever. What are they? 554th. All right, so in that case, what we're going to do is we're going to go Nebelwerfer right now. Take out those that first infantry, and then we're going to hopefully induce some movement here, and then we can drop a Naval Power, and then we can go Naval Power into Lightning, like a Naval Power plus an attack, and then on turn 5 go with a Lightning and get rid of the most troublesome unit here. Wouldn't be surprised if we see a Red October or something from our opponent. They're also down to 3 cards, so we like that. Alright, they're thinking about moving. Alright, so they move the 42nd rifles up. That's fine. Alright, so here, Well, we're in a weird spot here. I think we want to take out this second 42nd rifles. We're going to lose a Nebelwerfer in the process, but we have another one coming down a little bit, so I think we got to get rid of a potentially troublesome unit. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if a Red October comes this turn on this 42nd rifles. That's why we got these Naval Powers, though. So let's see what our opponent's going to do here. you know, if we have to, we can go. All right, so a supply shipment, so similar to a Red October, and they will take out our Nebelwerfer. And our reserves. All right, reserves could be a pain, but that's all right. We're okay right now. So we're gonna put this 42nd rifles back in their hand. All right, Blackout's not going to help us very much in this matchup, I don't think. All right, so let's put this 42nd back in their hand. And let's take out the 321st. All right, so we're kind of inducing another move here. 16th rifles. The one thing for the 16th rifles that we're hoping to peel here is actually a Panzer, because that just straight up blows that up. Alright, so all the reserves coming down, so that could be trouble for us. Because we don't have just a sweeper to get rid of all this stuff. So yeah, we need to find our Leopold. That's really our get out of jail free card here. Alright, well, Well, I think we'll go with a Panzer here. Just get an attack in. Take out a regiment there. Or light infantry. I mean, we're just going to use this Panzer to keep cleaning up. Alright, another frontal assault gets us in a little bit of trouble. But we can, you know, as long as we can just weather this storm, our opponent's kind of out of cards. And if we can get up to 10 and find our Leopold, then we're loving life. Alright, so they're going after the HQ. We take a pretty big whack next turn unless we do some work here. Alright, sudden strike's great. Okay, how are we going to do this, though? We're not worried about anything in the supply line just yet. I think we're going to trade off a Panzer. Put a light infantry back in their hand. And destroy another light infantry. So here we're only taking 3. Plus we've neutered a lot of the work they've put in. Again, still not worried about the 16th rifles just yet. Because we can undo all the work they've done with it so far. Another light infantry, that's fine. Alright, and a supply shipment. Okay, so we take a hit there. That's okay. We're going to be alright here. Alright, Panzer's great. So let's go... Let's go Panzer to take out the 16th infantry. We're going to take another whack here, but we'll make a trade there. Our opponent's top deck mode too. So if we can, I mean, even if we just induce an attack on this Panzer, we're going to put this back in their hand next turn. Alright, so we don't take as much of a whack on our HQ. So we're looking good here. Now we can Nebelwerfer away the Gust infantry. Then we can drop a Lightning to put the 42nd rifles back in their hand. And we're actually going to keep... We could do our little trick where we AA barrage back our own Lightning, but we don't need to do that just yet. Alright, more reserves, so this Nebelwerfer is going to have to do some work. Alright, 42nd rifles, and then all light infantry coming after that. Alright, and then like Unity as strength would be a real pain in the butt here. But that helps. That's one less attack we have to do now. Kitty Hawk is very helpful. Alright, so let's take out this one battalion. Oh, and the enemy's going to scoop it up. So I guess we got through the storm there. You know, Kitty Hawk can come down. We can then bounce the Kitty Hawk and pick off something else again. We have a naval power, so we kind of had it all there. So our opponent just decided that they had enough. So on to the next one. Alright, so now we're up against Raf C. Ken, who's well, a top 5 player. So this is going to be a tough game, I think, for us, but we'll see what we can do. Alright, not what we wanted to see in our opening hand. We get an automatic pass, so that's nice. Alright, let's go with the Stug. He's playing something British. I mean, usually I see RAFC playing usually more American-built stuff. Okay, we'll take out the Priest with our Stug. And have another Stug coming after that. Plus a Stug is a good anti-tank, little anti-tank unit. I mean, I know it's a tank destroyer, I'm just saying it. And even in the game, that's good. Alright, so a Black Watch is a pain. Do we attack this stupid thing? Yeah, I think we have to. Alright. So all of our orders are a little more expensive, but that's okay. Alright, so Desert Rats takes out our Stug, but our Stug did a lot of work for us, so that was helpful. Alright, Priest, so we have a Sudden Strike ready for that. So let's Sudden Strike the Priest. And then let's take out the Black Watch. Now we're getting up into the 6 range, so these Panzers can start coming down. Alright, HMS Illustrious. So we're going to lose our Stug. But we have another Panzer, that's great. Alright, so Panzer number 1, take out a Swordfish. And Panzer number 2 can come next turn and take out the other Swordfish. Alright, Tactical Strike, I would guess, and an attack. Alright, the Nox Shub, so he's going to get some extra credits. Oh, didn't have anything to do with him, though. Okay. Do we blow up the Nox Shub or the Swordfish? I think the Nox Shub's actually the more dangerous unit, so let's blow that up. We can always put the Swordfish back in their hand or just attack it straight out. Alright, another Tactical Strike, so we're going to lose our Panzer. But, you know, we're getting 2-for-1s here, so we'll take them. Alright, well, I think we're going to go with a Lightning to put the Swordfish back in their hand, and then a Panzer to draw a card. Alright, so we're feeling okay. We're up to 8 credits already, so we'll see what our opponent's up to here. Alright, Comet. Well, we don't have anything that could fight a Comet one-on-one. Like, we don't have an order or anything that can take a Comet out. So we just gotta race a Comet, actually. Alright, well, we're gonna drop some Stugs, some Panzers, and, I mean, if he's gonna go the Comet route, we just gotta race a Comet, so. Let's see what he brings to the table here. Panzer of his own. Alright, so no Comet this turn. Alright, and an MI5. Okay. And a Swordfish. Sure. Alright. Let's go with a Tactical Strike on the Panzer to start. Okay, and an Enigma, huh? Okay. Alright, let's get some attacks in. Okay. So now Leopold's online too, which is really good. Grenadier Guards, okay. And an MI5. Alright, to get our Lightning again, but that's okay. Pinging on our HQ. Okay. Alright, let's go with the Lightning on the Guards. Let's hit that HQ. And let's play our Monty at this point, just to pin down what they got going on here, because this Lancaster, wow, that was a great top deck there. So the Lancaster can go in and get crazy, and then we can just attack from our support line right here. So Panzer's going to take out all their Stug. That's fine. We really want them to pass the turn here. We can either go Leopold or Lancaster and just win the game. Alright, Grenadier Guards, okay. Ooh, the Pain Train too. Alright, well we can get, let's see, we can get 4 damage. If we play Leopold, we can get 4 damage in. If we play Lancaster, we get 5 in, plus we make everything in their hand super expensive. But they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in hand, so we're going to kill one thing that's out there too. Alright, I think we put Leo out there. We get the Swordfish, which is kind of disappointing, but... Alright, let's get 4 damage in. Alright, so... And we got rid of a naval power, plus all of our stuff on the battlefield have deployment abilities, plus panzers don't kill anything that's out here right now. Alright, so they'll pin down our Leopold, but that's fine. The Lancaster can come in and just win the game at this point. So he's all focused on our Leopold, so we're just going to go in and win the game. So now we go Lancaster and bomb the HQ and get a win over a very, very good opponent. So good display there of our deck being able to mess with the enemy a lot and get a win over a very good opponent. So good win. Alright, so we're up against Shoeless Dude. We've played a couple of times, I think. Alright, we're going to put both of those back. These 3 are good at messing with people. These 2 are good at messing with people. So we like our hand. These little Stugs are actually kind of sneaky good. You know, 2-3 plus Smokescreen is not, and it only operates for 1. So that's not bad. Alright, we're happy to get some damage in. Kind of hide the rest of our stuff. You know, we go another Stug next turn, or even a Kitty Hawk. Alright, so we get a sudden strike out of their hand. That's good. Alright, let's go with... I think we're going to go with the P40 here. It could do some damage right to their HQ. 4 defense, plus it's a fighter, so unless they play a guard unit here, and the Germans don't have any guards, so... And they're playing the British, though, as their other faction, so could be something else, but we'll see. See what happens. Alright, the Wolf Pack. That's irritating. Irritating the irritant here. That's okay. They got a naval power. Doesn't hurt us too bad. Let's drop our Stug out there. Alright, we'll pass the turn. I mean, we already got 6 damage in at their HQ. Next turn, as long as they don't make us discard it, we're going to fire off this Enigma probably. Alright, a Mosquito. Okay. Love to see... Alright, AA Barrage. Well... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That'll give them 8 in their hand. If we play this AA Barrage, then we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we can actually wait a turn on it. Alright, so let's get an attack in at the HQ. And then let's use our Blackout to pin the Mosquito. Okay, and then we get a Panzer out of the deal, so we'll play a Panzer. Alright, we got 2 Enigmas now, so if they discard us again, that's fine. Hopefully our Enigmas will take care of that for us. I don't think they were expecting us to pin their Mosquito there. Alright, so they take out our Panzer. Alright, Volksgrenadier and a U-371. Alright, so they're feeling a little clever right now. Okay. How are we going to do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 now. So we might have should have played that last turn, but we'll be okay, I think. This thing does 3 damage when it comes down. Okay, let's see. 3 deploy, 5 deploy, though. Alright. Yeah, let's put the Mosquito back in their hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. Let's attack their HQ. And let's put the Volksgrenadier back in their hand. We're actually trying to set this Enigma up a little bit better, as long as we can just avoid more discard shenanigans. Alright, Panzer 3J. Okay. Alright, well, let's play our Monty. Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, it's not going to get much better for us. So we might as well go Nebelwerfer to get one more out of our hand. And let's fire this Enigma off now. Okay, that might make the difference for us in this one. We already got them down to 10. We got this thing pinned. So we can blow up this Panzer next turn. Alright, Desert Rats. Volksgrenadier, okay. Alright, so the Sudden Strike can take out the Volksgrenadier. And this Tactical Strike can take out this Panzer. And next turn we can start Lancastering their base. Let's do that. Let's start with that. We know they have a Mosquito in their hand too, but we're not worried about one Mosquito when we can just, I mean, like, alright, so we discard a Panzer 38, but we get rid of an airstrike. Good thing we didn't get rid of our Lancaster. So if they drop their Mosquito here, we're going to just put that back in their hand. We got 3 of a kind down here with our Panzers, so that's pretty good. If we can get in with this Lancaster, we're going to do it, though. Alright, Nebelwerfer. And a Fortification. That's okay. We're going to make everything in their hand really expensive right now. Or do we just want to play the tempo game? Because this Lancaster is going to get shot by the Nebelwerfer, and then the Mosquito comes down. So I'd rather just have a Lightning chew up all that stuff. And we'll put a Panzer out there because it's a nice big threat. So I'd rather have this Mosquito take the Nebelwerfer coming down and the Mosquito coming down. Or a Tactical Strike. That's also fine. Then this Panzer can absorb some of that damage. Alright, Panzer are their own. Alright. Well, it's 4, 6, 8 to get an attack in. I think what we do here is we go Panzer of our own, put their Panzer back. And let's go with a Panzer III. So we have just like some really high quality units here. Alright, Annihilation gets rid of our Nebelwerfer. Okay. So more discard from our opponent. Alright, and a for the King. Okay. Panzer 38 for them. Alright, and we get a Stug. Okay. So, let's see. I really want to make the stuff in their hand much more expensive to play. Yeah, let's go for it. And then we can drop our Stug alongside it. So we just made everything in their hand more expensive. I have a feeling we're going to see a Nebelwerfer and a Mosquito, because I think that still adds up to 8, because it'd be 4 for the Nebelwerfer and 6 for the Mosquito. So there's, or 7 for the Mosquito. Alright, so there's a Mosquito. Alright, and they come in with the Panzer. Okay. U-375. Alright, so we're running out of cards here. Alright, Admiral Hipper. That's fine. That's good. Alright, so let's go with our... Let's go with a Panzer on the Mosquito. Blow up the Panzer. I'm going to put out our... yeah, let's put out this other Panzer out, move this Stug up. Stug's probably going to take a whack from either a Nebelwerfer or a Mosquito. Just got to draw some more cards here. We do have the advantage on our opponent, and they did get rid of our other Enigma, which is a pain, so... Alright, Panzers for our opponent. Okay, and a Tactical Strike, that's helpful. Alright, so let's get in for some attacks. Chunk that HQ up. Alright, and then let's... I think we're going to put their Panzer back in their hand. And now we have 2 lethal threats on the board, plus a Stug to help chip in. Alright, Blackwatch, that's fine. Blackwatch making our stuff more expensive doesn't hurt us as much at this point in the game. And if they're relying on that Blackwatch to just keep them in it, then we're going to win here next turn. Alright, Mosquito. Alright, so let's see. Can we win this turn? Nebelwerfer. So it'll be 6, 8, 10. Yep, we can win right here. So Blackwatch for us. And then we're going to take that front line and get that HQ and get another win. So that's pretty good. Good showing here for the Pain Train, even though we haven't been able to play the Pain Train itself. Alright, so we're up here against Xenon. I'm going to try and get the Pain Train itself out there for you. See if we can find it and get it on the battlefield. Alright, pass the first turn. Okay, Stug it up. Stuggy. These little Stugs have been real little champions for us, though. 2-3 body is a real deal for 2 credits and then 1 to operate. That's a real deal. Alright, so... and we get another Stug, eh? Okay, this thing only pins aircraft. So let's get in and hit that artillery. Pass the turn. It's interesting, I haven't seen the Type 88s around all that much. Alright, Raiding Brigade's a pain in the butt, though. Okay, so we'll drop our Nebelwerfer to take out that Type 88. Alright, and we got through, and we can blow up this second Raiding Brigade next turn. As long as our Nebelwerfer sticks around, you never know. And it only took out a Stug, so that's good for us. Alright. Okay, another Nebelwerfer. Okay, good. Well, I think we're going to put this Me-Too Regiment back in our opponent's hand. Take out the Raiding Brigade. Pass the turn back. Alright, 10.5. Recently nerfed 10.5. Alright, let's hit it with this Nebelwerfer. And hit it with this Nebelwerfer. Now let's go with a Stug out there. So we know they have a Me-Too Regiment in hand. I mean, we gotta figure they're playing a burn deck if we're seeing 10.5s and Me-Toos. Alright, so that Me-Too coming back. Okay, well, since we top-decked a naval power, we're going to put this Me-Too back in their hand again, just to be really annoying, and hit their HQ for 6 between these Nebelwerfers and our Stug. And we want to keep them with a nice full hand, because then we can pop off this Enigma next turn. Like, whatever they play here, as long as it survives, we're probably going to naval power it, and then pop off our Enigma, depending on what they play. Alright, Me-Too. Okay, so we're going to lose our Stug. Now, the other thing we can do here is we can take both of these out with our Nebelwerfers and then just use a Panzer, which I think that's what we're actually going to do. Just to try and keep a little control of what's going on out here. And we can go Panzer and a Stug. So we have some nice little light tanks that can run up into the front line and defend us really nicely. And we still have our naval power and our Enigma plan back up here. So another Me Too. Another Me Too. Alright, and we get a Monty too? Okay. Let's go with a naval power on that one. Let's pop off this Enigma at this point. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's pretty good. Alright, and then let's take out this other Me Too with our Nebelwerfers there. So now we got a nice full grip, light tanks ready to go. Naval operations. Alright, that's going to slow us down. And a Tora. Alright, that takes a couple. So a 3 for 2 there for our opponent. And a Jägerpanther. Wow. Was not expecting to see a Jägerpanther. Okay. Well, I think we're going to go with a Lightning here. Put that back in their hand. And a Panzer 38. Okay, now we can start getting our Lancaster attacks in. We got Monty to give us a little extra time to think. We got a sudden strike for anything small. Alright, Blackout, that's good play by our opponent. We'd love to add extra damage, but Lancaster's going to be coming in hot. Alright, maybe not. Hayabusa. We can pin their Hayabusa and just come in with and just roll with some big Panzers too. That's fine. Alright, now they're Me Too. Alright, for prosperity. Okay. Alright, well, I think we're just going to sudden strike our way through this stuff. Because we have a nice healthy HQ. Then we're going to take this front line, get some attacks in, and drop our Kitty Hawk. So, lethal on board for us here. We'll probably lose this Stug, but we also have this Lancaster ready to go. Alright, so they sudden strike our Kitty Hawk. Still no Pain Train, though. Still haven't seen the Pain Train. This will be 4 in a row for this deck, though, so feeling pretty good. Just want to see that Pain Train. Alright, so opponent thinking it over here. I mean, they got to be running low on options at this point. Alright, and they'll pick it up. So, another win for us. We're looking pretty good in that one. So, that's pretty good. 4 in a row here for our Pain Train. Just got to get that Pain Train out there, though. Alright, so we'll try and get that Pain Train out there for everybody. Up against Hodor. Oh, no. Yeah, we'll keep this one. This Enigma makes this okay, so we blow up something early, maybe drop a Panzer, and then go the Enigma route. Plus we're on the play, so that, oh boy. Alright, well, bad things can happen if you let that 15th cab stick around. Didn't want to top deck a Lancaster there either. That is not helpful. Alright, so they're ramping too. Okay, interesting. Alright, let's go with our Panzer. So we got both Enigmas here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards for our opponent, and we're on 5. Alright, another cavalry. You don't usually see the cavalry with ramp. That's a little interesting. Alright, so we're going to bounce this cavalry next turn. The question is, do we want to pin it? And I don't think we want to. I think we can... Alright, so this is a calculated risk here. We're going to pass the turn here. We're not going to do anything on turn 4, and that can be really dangerous. But let's see what they go after. Alright, they go after our HQ. Alright, and then they have artillery too. Okay. Alright, well, Alright, now I think we gotta go with Monty. Alright, and we pick up a tactical strike, so that'll even the odds here a little bit. Let's take out the artillery. The next turn we can still be on the bounce the cavalry plan. Interesting build our opponent has in this one. Okay, and an Akita regiment. And another Akita regiment. Alright, well let's get rid of that cavalry. We'll take out Nikita and our, we might have to make a trade here as well. Our Enigmas are kind of dead now. Alright, well, great top deck for us with a tactical strike, so we'll take out the priest. There it is, there's the pain train. Alright, let's get that 15th cav, and hopefully we can get that pain train out there. Alright, me too for our opponent. And another priest. Alright, that's trouble. Alright. Do we have anything that can get us through? Well, we're going to lose this Nebelwerfer probably. But the pain train is on the way. So, let's see. I think we get the Panzer out there. Take out the Me-Too. Make our peace that we're going to lose this Panzer. And let's hit that priest right now with the Nebelwerfer. So you got to figure the priest is going to come after the Panzer, then the Nebelwerfer can counterpunch for us. Alright. Alright, more artillery for our opponent. Ooh, and a death from above. Okay. Alright, Panzer's interesting. Well, I think we go with the Panzer, put the priest back in their hand, knowing the next turn this Lancaster is going to be coming down. Sorry, Pain Train, I want to get you out there, but we just don't have the opportunity right now. Alright, another death from above, and a 7th Regiment. Okay. We're down to 9 on our HQ. Okay, that's helpful. Okay, how are we going to do this? How do we get out of this? Well, I think we go with the Lancaster, take out the artillery. They'll get to draw a card off this 7th Regiment, but that's okay. Those are the kind of moves we got to make at this point. Alright, priest is fine, because hopefully our bomber makes it through. Alright, another 7th Regiment. Okay, and an Akita. Oh, that's fine. Okay, and we get double naval power. Great. Alright, so let's put down the priest. Put the threatening 7th Regiment back in their hand. Put the other 7th Regiment back in their hand, just because it's more expensive. I'm tempted to even put the... Yeah, we're going to even put the Lancaster back in our hand because it gives our HQ some defense, and a Lancaster as blitz. So we know they have 2 7th Regiments and an unknown, and this little Akita regiment. Alright, so there's 7th number 1, there's 7th number 2. I think chugga 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 chugga. Oh man, it's time. Well, is it time? Is it time? Oh man. Alright, I think we go with the Lancaster, take out the Akita, and because even if the Lancaster gets hurt, we put it back in our hand. Come on, we're going to get the chugga chugga out there though. Alright, so they're going to have to draw some cards off these 7th Regiments. More bonds. Alright, interesting. More ramp for our opponent, huh? Okay. Alright, supply shipment, that's fine. Admiral Hipper, he's going to take care of that for us. Alright, and then... do they have anything that does direct? We haven't seen anything that does direct damage. The Japanese and the... I don't think... well, we can't take that out anyway. So I think we're going to go Stug here. We might go the Chugga Chugga, the Pain Train or the Lancaster next turn. I mean, Leopold's fine. You know, Leopold might help us clear the way. I get the Pain Train up. Alright, supply shipment again. Okay. Alright, so we gotta go Leopold because we gotta clean all this up again. I mean, they just keep... oh man, naval power is great. Alright, so naval power puts that 7th regiment back in their hand. And then we go Chugga 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 Chugga. Pain Train incoming. There it is. Pain Train. Coming to get you. The Pain Train a coming. Alright, another 7th regiment. Alright, Kitas for our opponent. We can do it. Alright, so yeah, we got a Leopold now, but we got the Pain Train out there. Put them all back in their hand. I think we just keep the Stug where he is for now. The Akita will come into the front line, so... you know, this is one where our elites are really paying off, so I can see why people get frustrated playing against decks that are filled with elite cards. No, not the Pain Train. Alright, Leopold can go down. That's fine. But I mean, our opponent's right in this game, despite our more rare cards. Alright, the stupid priest again. Alright, and a bicycle regiment. Okay. Man, all of our elites are coming to play today, though. Alright, so let's take out the Akita. Let's take out the bicycle regiment. Let's take out the... well... I mean, we can't get the Pain Train in the front line. I'm not really worried about one Mitu, though, so let's put the priest back in their hand. Hodor is holding the door, though. They are getting some work in. The Enigmas have not paid off for us here, but... come on, we gotta get this Pain Train in the front line. Alright, going after our HQ. Alright, sudden strike. Well, here it is time to Pain Train. Chugga Chugga Chugga. Get up there, Pain Train. Ooh, we can even attack with the Pain Train. Do we want to attack with the Pain Train? I don't think so. I think we want to take out this priest and then attack their HQ. Alright, there it is. Pain Train activation. Get after it, Pain Train. Alright. Oh, mobilization of their own. That's a good card for our opponent. Chugga 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 Chugga. Good job, Pain Train. Pain Train, shrug it up. Just shrug it off. Shrug it off, Pain Train. Ooh, a Cadet Nurse Corps for our opponent, though. That's pretty good. And they got a ton of credits. Alright, so we'll Panzer back one of these 7th regiments. Attack with our Pain Train. Now let's pass the turn back. Draw 2 more off the Pain Train. Pain Train survives this attack as well. Alright. Alright, that 7th Regiment coming back. Another 7th Regiment. 7th Regiment's pretty good, I do have to say. 4 deploy for a 3-6, that's solid. Alright, our opponent's got lots of... They have some really nice synergies built into their deck. Alright. Get 'em, Pain Train. We're going to have too many cards. Alright, me too. Figure they're going to just get all their attacks in. I mean, if they take... Pain Train did a ton of work there, though. We also kind of want to lose the Pain Train because we're down to 7 cards in our deck. Alright, we'll make this trade. Go for it. We'd love that trade, sure. Alright, going after our HQ. We don't like that. Okay, we lose a tactical strike. That's not very nice. Alright, get rid of that Greyhound. We just gotta get some attacks in at the HQ at this point. Alright, let's get another Panzer out there. I mean, we have this Lancaster that's been sitting in our hand so our Pain Train can get the job done. Wow, that's the most credits I've ever seen somebody get is 18. That's really well done by our opponent. Alright, so trades occurring. Let's just end this thing. Chugga 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 Pain Train! Good job, Pain Train. Getting the job done. Alright, so a tidy 5-0. We'll take it with the Pain Train. Beat some really good players. Hodor had a nice deck there at the end. So that's the Pain Train. We're going to jump right into our discussion here. Yeah, the elite cards in this deck are really good. They're very impactful. I think what you could do is drop a Pain Train and put in another Panzer 3J. I think that's one substitution you can make. Leopold's a little bit tougher. The Lancaster, there are other British bombers that can fill that role. Either the Lancaster Mark 1 is pretty good. It's more expensive, but it's pretty good. Even a Hampton or Skuas. Skuas are good at getting you some tempo. They can kind of go in for a Monty as well. And you don't mind bouncing them with your AA barrage. I think you could probably put in like 17 pounders for the Lightnings, and they do a similar job. Maybe not the best, but similar. Kitty Hawk can come out and you can just put another Skua in. Enigmas, those are a little bit tougher to sub out. Admiral Hipper, but the real all-star, we all know it. It's the Pain Train. Going in there, getting the job done. But this one's super fun to play. It's fun being really interactive with the opponent. I think the kind of the emotional core of this deck is probably this screen right here between Stugs, Sudden Strikes, Naval Powers, Panzer 38s, and Nebelwerfers. That core, and most of that's a German core, is just good at interacting, good at putting pressure on your opponent. I mean, I think you can kind of see the Stug in action quite a bit in this in these 5 games and how good that card can be. Panzer 3J does its thing, Tactical Strike does its thing, so kind of this interactive core that the Germans have between Tactical Strike, Panzer 3J, Nebelwerfer, Panzer 38T, Sudden Strike, that is a really strong core of cards to build a deck around. And all that is standard and limited cards. So then you can kind of build around that off of that. This guy right here, Panzer 4F2, that's a good card. That's a really good card. A 5/5 body on essentially like a half of a Sudden Strike and half of a naval support. It's super good. So you combine that with the others we were just talking about, and you can really start almost any German-based deck with Sudden Strikes, 38Ts, Nebelwerfers, Panzer 3Js, and Panzer 4F2s. You have the beginnings of a super good deck right there. You know, maybe the Soviets are what you have better elites in. Maybe the Americans or the Japanese, maybe some of the more controlling Japanese cards. That might be a way to go. But that core from this Panzer through Tactical Strike, this other Panzer, Nebel, other Panzer, and Sudden Strike, that's where to be. That's a really good core to start a lot of decks from. It's kind of like one of the base colors that you want to kind of start with if you're from Magic and you're coming over to cards. But that's going to do it this week for what I'm playing. And, that's the Pain Train in action. If you can get it going, chugga, 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 chugga. He chugs his way to victory most of the time. So that's going to do it for this week, guys. If you like our content, please consider supporting it on Patreon. That's patreon.com/cardspodcast. Or drop by for a stream. Those are Mondays at 6:30 p.m. And it's twitch.tv/cardspodcast. That's 6:30 p.m. is Eastern Standard U.S., well, Eastern Daylight, whatever U.S., but your time may vary, but it's 6:30 on Monday nights here on the East Coast of the USA. So that's the Pain Train, and we'll have it on stream. We've already had it on stream. I think we'll have it on there again. So thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you next week.